Valley Club, the fusion plan for Kro'khad the Throatripper is here. There are some pitfalls that you want to avoid. We're going to talk about the plan and how to avoid some of these pitfalls. And if you're ready for it, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin raid channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having an excellent day. The fusion plan for Kro'khad the Throatripper is out. This character looks to be very, very strong, especially if you have Packmaster Shayak, who should be available sometime later in August. Probably something very, very grindy, but you can get both of these. Kro'khad looks very strong in his own, though not as strong as with Packmaster. Looks like a good character on his own, but we're going to talk about the plan. If you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 6 pieces of raid channel legends counted every single week on this channel. The new dog Kro'khad the Throatripper is in the game. The character model I think looks very, very good. Has like some spots like a Jaguar. Yeah, and then these this armor with all these spikes looks very cool. Very strong passive, increases the champion's attack when killing an enemy, decapitating a Hydra head, stacks up to 25%, increases attack when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra head. If Packmaster Shayak is on the team, stacks up to 50%. So 5% without Packmaster Shayak, 10% with Packmaster, can stack up to 25% without him, 50 with him, and instantly activates Dominant Predator against a skill against a Hydra head. If an ally is devoured by that head, and if Packmaster Shayak is on the team, Dominant Predator is this big move. Attacks one enemy, ignores 50% of the target's defense, as well as Life Barrier and Poison Crowd debuffs. An effect redirects attacks damage or debuffs to another target, repeats once again if Packmaster Shayak is on the team. So lots of damage, good damage without Packmaster Shayak, but even more. Now we do know that there is an event coming for Packmaster Shayak. Like I said, it's probably gonna be a very grindy event, but I do want to remind you guys before we get into all the grind and the fusion plan, if you just want to start off a brand new account, not worry about fusions or anything like that, just start to get some great characters, well, use the QR code up there or the link in the description to get off to one of the best starts in Raid Shadow Legends. Don't have to worry about any fusions or anything like that, because you're gonna get legendaries, 3 epic characters for free. You're gonna get Karato Fox and a great starter legendary attack champ, lots of damage. Also, you're gonna get Lemonisi the Goldwing. There's a calendar, login calendar for 7 days going on right now. You could get Lemonisi. You're also gonna get Uugo, Tagoar, Fayne, great epic champ. And within your first 24 hours of starting an account, use one of the codes on the screen to get another free legendary champ. My recommendation would be to use a Demon Slayer code to get Tholan Foulbeard. Tuhanarak is great for the end game, and you could get her for free with the code Desert Queen. I use the code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong. Great champs. But let's jump over to the fusion plan. Now, this is a fragment fusion, which is usually a little easier than some of the traditional fusions or some mixed fusion like we've had in the past. So you just get some fragments for Kro'khad, you get the unlock. Now, there are some traps that you want to avoid. The first one is the clan versus clan that is going on that is not going on right now. It's actually starting tomorrow. So it's usually these last for 2 days. So the clan versus clan starts right here, which means that any points that you use right now for the Dragon Tournament or this champ training event won't also double dip in the clan versus clan. So, and also this Dungeon Divers as well. So probably wait for the Dragon Tournament that is going on right now, or the champ training tournament. Do all of that starting tomorrow as soon as the clan versus clan goes on, and then you could have some double points for that. So that's the first pitfall you want to avoid. Today, don't do too much. Maybe you're making some preparing for some chickens to be made in the champ training event, but yeah, don't fuse them. Don't sacrifice them and actually make the chickens till later. Same thing with Dragon Tournament. These should be pretty easy. Dragon Tournament, and then we also have this Ice Golem Tournament, which you're gonna get some overlap on the Ice Golem and the Dungeon Divers here. So this should be a good one. The time that you should do both the Dragon and Ice Golem is during this Dungeon Divers. We also have a gear enhancement event, which you can get some overlap with a clan versus clan. If you're upgrading your gear, save your silver. You probably want to go in with a bunch of silver to these events. As far as what you want to save up, we have a few of these gear enhancement events, 1, 2, and 3. Normally these cost about 15 to 20,000 or 2 million silver saved up. depending on your RNG. Sometimes you get really good RNG and can just rank up those pieces of gear very easily. Sometimes it takes a lot of silver and a lot of attempts to do that. So about 15 to 20 million per each of these. So over the course of these three, 45 to 60 million silver spent, and you don't have to have that saved up. You do need to have that over the course of the event though, and you can get that in a lot of these dungeon divers type events, especially in the spider tournament. All right, champ training event. This is should be a pretty easy one as well. Should be pretty grindy, but a lot of what you're doing here is going to overlap with that. Now classic arena should be a pretty easy one as well. Fire Night pretty easy, and then classic arena pretty easy. The big ones here, the tougher one is going to be this champ chase event and the summon rush. Now for summon rush, you usually want to, or previously you probably wanted to have about 6 sacred shards. You probably want to have 7 sacreds right now for this. So sacred shards, 7 of them saved up for this if you want to be safe. Now the other thing with this champ chase event, this one is not necessarily about the shards that you open, it's the quality of the champs. So any fusion champs that you get would count for this champ chase tournament. Any other characters that you pulled during this time would count as well. And one thing of note here, we are due for a double void shard. We just had the double ancient shard opening this past weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything good. Hopefully you got something good with this, but a lot of people are thinking the double void would align with this champ chase, which would be a good thing, because if you are using all your if you are saving up your void shards, maybe you could get some points. You would just opening void shards and not having to have your sacred shards during this champ chase tournament. Obviously you would need to get lucky and hopefully get some void legendaries during this, but yeah, they, you know, save up your voids, open your sacreds here. Don't open any ancients. You might be able to get by during this summon rush with your mystery shards as well, so make sure you're saving your mystery shards. Remember, 500 mystery shards equal 1 sacred shards in terms of the points for this event. As far as the gear enhancement, these should be pretty straightforward as well. Now the good thing here, if we look at these tournament leaderboards, you need 100 shards total for Kro'khad, the Throatripper, to get these unlocked. There are 130 total throughout these events. If we take off what we could get from the leaderboards, because I'm assuming there would be very grindy, that is 110 total shards, which means that you could miss a few of these events, 2 of these events. The champ training, obviously you can't miss. Some of these bigger ones with 10, 15 fragments of Kro'khad, you cannot miss, but some of these easier ones, these 5-point ones, you are able to miss. This champ training, make sure you do this one. This one is going to be worth 10 points. If we look at the rest of them, Summer Rush is going to be worth 15 points. So that would be a lot of points as well. And then some of these other ones, all worth 5. Now, the 2 tournaments that are going on, the good thing about this, it does look like it's awarding extra fragments for Kro'khad, the Throatripper. I wouldn't advise going hard on this, unless you're just someone that goes hard on these tournaments. The reason is, you probably want to save a lot of your gear, accessories, a lot of your resources, because we do have an event. Polarium did say there's another event for Packmaster Shayak, which is kind of the champ that goes along with Kro'khad, the Throatripper here. And the good thing is, I was wondering if we get a Packmaster Shayak during this. Well, it doesn't look like during this champ training event that the top person will get some Packmaster Shayak shards or an unlock. Looks like it's going to be some fragments for Kro'khad, the Throatripper. This one as well, the champ trace tournament. So if you are saving to try to get both these fusions, the Kro'khad and the past one that they're redoing for Kro'khad, for Packmaster Shayak, the good thing is you have some time. It looks like it's going to be happening sometime after the 11th of August. It's probably going to be a very grindy one, some kind of tournament that you have to win, or some Deck of Fate, or some Titan event, or something like that. So if you want to try to get both of these, I would try to go as minimal as possible for Kro'khad, get the unlock, and then going hard for either potentially, if you already have Packmaster Shayak, maybe that 5-star soul or that 4-star soul or that some souls for Kro'khad, the Throatripper, which should be coming on sometime after the event, or getting Packmaster to get that synergy between Kro'khad and Packmaster Shayak. The rest of these events, the gear enhancement event, just make sure you're spending enough silver for all of these as well. We have 3 of these, so this should be a bunch of silver, this should be a bunch of silver, and this should be a bunch of silver as well. with enough energy for these dungeon divers. These should be pretty simple as well, just pretty much doing enough grinding. Now there are gonna be a lot of other rewards. Again, if you have a lot of energy saved up and you can get these rewards, that would be a good thing. But for myself, I'm just gonna go for those fragments and then kind of stop. Because like I said, I'm saving as much resources, saving as much gems, saving as much energy, saving as much silver for whatever is coming up next, and trying to save as much shards as possible as well. And I actually forgot to check the spider tournament. This one's a pretty simple event. So as far as this fusion, it looks to be pretty straightforward. If you're just going for the straight fusion, this one shouldn't be too challenging. If you're going to try to get unlock the fusion and a soul and Packmaster, maybe all three or 2 out of the 3, so this could be a pretty grindy month though, Valley Club. So let me know what you're gonna do with this fusion. Are you gonna go for this? Are you gonna skip this? Do you have Packmaster Shayak? I think if you're really looking to do some big damage into Hydra, already have Packmaster. I think this is gonna be a great fusion for you. If you don't have Packmaster, maybe you don't have a lot of resources, maybe this isn't a fusion for you, but maybe you have if you don't have Packmaster and can get both of these characters during whatever event is gonna be for Packmaster later on this month. Let me know. That is what I'm going to try to do, and hopefully I have enough resources to do all that. But let me know what you're doing down in the comments. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, leave it a like. Obviously, if you want to start a brand new Raid Challenge account, use that QR code up there to get off to one of the best starts in Raid Challenges, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck with all these events, guys. Hulk Fist Bum ValleyFlyin out. Take care.